So there's been a lot of talk about Russell's 10-year and Eagle Rare being compared, but I have an addition that I think is better than both of them combined, which happens to be an old favorite of mine, Bulleit 10-year. So today we're gonna find out if Bulleit 10-year is better than Russell's 10-year and Eagle Rare 10-year.
This is gonna be interesting.
It's the 10-year tango. Welcome back to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. I'm Steven.
I'm Alec.
And today we figure out what is the best 10-year age-dated whiskey that is available. I'm thinking it might be Bulleit 10-year.
Think it might be Bulleit 10-year, bud?
Maybe. We're about to find out.
All right. Before that, though, please like and subscribe. We support all of you. You support us, and we are happy to do this. Let's go.
Yeah. So, just like any other blind, we're gonna go ahead and run this A through C, because we're only doing 3 bottles this time, and then back C through A. We're gonna do a little A, B, C, C, B, A, B, C, 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 B, A, and then we're gonna find out which ones we like, and then we'll let you know at the end which ones they are and why, and which one you should spend your money on, because we will break it down into price, because if one's significantly more than the other, we'll check it out. But yeah, these are all 10-year age-dated bourbons from big, large name brands. So they're super available, relatively cheap, as in they're all under 40 bucks, and they're all 45% alcohol by volume. So should be interesting. Let's go ahead and run through it. Starting off with A. It's spicy and floral.
You know what the first note that I actually got off of it was? It was like what? Italian bread. Like Italian bread like you get when they go to like a pasta place, you know? It's got like
with all like the herbs and spices.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't quite sure where you're going with that one.
That was it's actually a pretty nice note to have. Though.
Yeah, it's like a nice mix of like baking spices and like herbal spices. Slightly floral.
Yep. Oak,
creamy vanilla. Little bit of like an almond. Pretty solid nose though. I'm not complaining at all.
Light.
Yeah.
Not like heavy.
Yeah. All these should be pretty light due to the fact that they're all 45%. But let's go ahead and get on the palate. A. Yeah.
Very floral.
Very oaky.
Yep.
Oaky.
But not creamy.
No. Oaky nuts. Nutty, oaky. Little bit of like herbal spices.
Yeah.
Not a lot of like overly large baking spices.
Yeah, but also not like a heavy cream or like a caramely, nothing like that.
No, that was very interesting. Slightly astringent, but these are all 10-year age stated, so that's a pretty higher age statement in the sense of bourbon. So we're gonna start tasting a little bit of oak here.
Right.
But let's go ahead and check out B. On the nose.
It's got a nice kind of like a caramely apple kind of feel to it.
Yeah, I was just thinking like caramel, like the carnival apples dipped in caramel. It's very
like crushed peanuts on top.
Sweet. Want to get on the palate?
Yeah. Palate's also got a lot of apples.
Yeah, it's just like sweet, creamy apples.
A little bit of like pear to it as well.
Yeah, pear. That's what I was getting. And like in the back end, there's a little bit of oak. Where like this one, it was heavy on the oak. This one's pretty light on the oak, and it's in the back end.
Yeah. This one also does feel like it has a little more viscosity to it for sure.
Yeah, maybe. Let's go ahead and try out C. Still getting like apples though.
I'm trying to think. I wasn't getting apples, but I was definitely getting like a darker fruit. Oranges.
Okay, I was gonna say oranges and peaches.
Yes, definitely.
Well, I wasn't gonna say oranges, but when you said oranges, it brought it into my mind.
Yeah, but like a little more of that.
Yeah, peaches.
Yeah, definitely a lot of citrusy.
Yeah. This one's a lot like more floral and herbal. Not a lot of baking spices, but like the earthier baking spices, so like kind of like a clove almost.
Yeah, I was actually getting like a little bit like a lemon like zest on it as well.
Lemon pepper.
Yes. Great baking spice.
Let's go ahead and get on the palate. Oh, that's nice.
Bready, but with like a nice kind of like herbally kind of feel to it.
It's this bready oak that like falls into this nice like citrusy herbal
Yeah.
spice flavor profile.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
well.
Wow, that is interesting. Let's go ahead and get some water and then we'll run it right back. All right, let's run it right back through. Starting off with Charlie. Very herbal and citrus, like little bit of nuts. But I'm getting like mad lemon pepper.
Yeah.
Like it's just this lemony black pepper.
Yeah, for sure. That almost like a southwestern spice, you know, where it's got like not like chilies, but like
I see like red pepper flakes.
Yeah.
If you're not smelling very close to them, like if
Right,
you're smelling
right.
them from a distance.
like when you know the difference between like pizza when it has red pepper flakes on it and when it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like that kind of like just that subtle hint of it.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get on the palate. Yeah, it's just nice. It's like creamy oak.
Yeah.
The first half, and then it just fades into this nice like citrusy spice.
Yeah, and you know what else I actually kind of got on that one? Like a graham cracker. A little like a graham cracker taste.
Oh yeah, like kind of like the last end is just like this graham crackery like bready note.
Yeah,
Wow.
like just a little sweet bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was nice. Let's go ahead and try out Bulleit. Apples.
Seriously, apples, like apple banana bread almost.
I'm not necessarily getting bananas.
Okay, not banana bread, but like apple, almost like a full bread.
Yeah, there's a slightly bready characteristic in there. Not like it's not very heavy, but it's like almost like an apple tart
Like a
or
crisp.
something.
Like a crisp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like an apple donut, like the apple fritter donuts.
Yes, yeah. Or like when you get a bear claw, you know?
Yeah.
Palate?
Alright, palate.
Dark
It's
fruits.
just apples, sweetness,
Yeah.
and like oakiness. Like it's very nice.
Yeah, but this one definitely has more of that astringent oak to it.
Yeah, a little bit like, cause where this is creamier with the oak, this is just kind of like it's apples, this like caramely apple bready thing, and then there's that layer of just oak on top of it that kind of retracts from that sweetness. It's still really good, it's not very punchy, but comparatively, I think the oak on C was a lot better than the oak I'm getting on B.
Yeah, because the oak on C just kind of like blended better.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get on A. Cola. Like a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
That's
Kinda,
so wild. I've
Cola.
never gotten it's Dr. Pepper. Diet Dr. Pepper.
Like the 23 flavors, but like when they tell you like one of them has cherry, one's vanilla, you know, and like you're just like, oh yeah.
It's like Diet Dr. Pepper on like an oak log.
That's kind of good.
That's interesting.
That's
I mean,
pretty
I've been drinking a lot of Diet Dr. Pepper lately, but like, oh, that was instantly it.
Yeah.
Little bit of like a milk chocolate, but let's go ahead and get on the palate. The oak there started off a little like kind of like nutty, astringent-y,
Yeah.
but then it went creamy about like a third of the way in. So like the first third, it was like slightly like astringent, but then it developed really well into something that was really
like
good.
in the finish, it was a little bit better.
Oh, that was weird. Like, love the oak. I'm okay with the oak. I'm in between about the oak on this one.
Yeah,
because they're all 10-year age dated. They're all lower proof, so like they all relatively have the same like oak impact within reason. You know how that works, but
yeah, this one it just comes on like a little bit tart.
Yeah, there we go. Tart. Yeah, it's like,
but that's kind of like
it's
astringent
funky.
in a way.
Yeah, I like all these whiskeys. I'm not complaining one bit.
I think that it's really cool to just see how aging of oak does change barrel to barrel, and obviously distiller to distiller.
Yeah. But we're gonna go ahead and A/B a little bit, get into it, and then we'll figure out exactly what they are, and then we'll get back with you and tell you which ones we prefer. And we're back, and we finally have a verdict. We actually agreed on this list of which ones we think are best, starting off last place, which happens to be B. Why did we choose last place for B?
It's just a little simple. There's not a lot to it. You get caramel, bread, apples, and a little oak.
Yeah, it wasn't super complex. It was easy, approachable, which I hate it, but it wasn't knocking my socks off. And when we're going best in class, I want my socks knocked off. Followed by, we decided to go with C. The top tier, these two really close for us.
Oh, for sure.
We were battling them back and forth to decide. We ended up going with second place was going to be C for us. We picked that one just because it wasn't as complex as A, which happens to be our number one.
Absolutely. And yeah, again, really close.
Yeah,
The big difference was that C had a very straightforward kind of flavor profile that kind of came in the beginning and it went through to the end, while A had a little more of the roller coaster.
Yeah. A just felt like it was more complex. You were tearing things apart.
Yes.
I didn't really like the first quarter to a third of it because it was kind of spiky, a little bit like grassy hay note I was getting. But the last three quarters of it was amazing.
Yes,
it was
and the cola note.
Super complex.
I love the cola note.
Dr. Pepper. It was just amazing. And that brings us to the moment y'all have been waiting for, which is what's our favorite 10-year available age-stated bourbon, which happens to be Bulleit 10-year. So A was Bulleit 10-year, followed by Russell's 10-year
at C,
and then B was Eagle Rare, which no surprise there. A lot of the Buffalo Trace ones we get, they're a little simple, which is great for a daily sipper when you're not trying to tear things apart. But when we're looking for best in class, we kind of want complexity.
Yeah, and it just was so easy to pick out, and there wasn't a lot that was the whole oak thing. The oak thing is what I think this entire video is about. The oak in this was so not necessarily gonna make it up to the top.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a 10-year-old age-stated bourbon to go with, we strongly suggest Bulleit 10-year. But if you can't find that, Russell's 10-year is a close second to that.
And then if you want it easy, Eagle Rare.
That being said, though, I do think Russell's 10-year comes out at roughly around $30, where this is 38, 39, almost 40.
Right.
So depending on what price you can find it at,
yeah, keep it in mind.
Yeah.
If you're looking to splurge, maybe Bulleit. If you're looking for easy, Russell's.
Yeah. But that's gonna be a wrap for this video. Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans thinks Bulleit 10-year is best 10-year age-stated bourbon that we've tried in this list. If you have any other 10-year age-stated bottles that are readily available, because I know there's the Michter's 10 and all those other allocated bourbons, and there's other ones that are kind of harder to find that have a 10-year age statement.
And other ones that are obviously more expensive too.
Yeah. So we wanted to keep this list, and that's why we only did 3, because I could only find 3 readily available, priced well enough 10-year age-stated bourbons. So let us know what you thought about this video, though. Do us a favor, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, and check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Leave us comments. We love comments.
Yeah, we love hearing what you guys have to add or what you have to say. Or if you have any video suggestions, even if it's not even remotely related to the video, we go through all of them, so we'll definitely either like it or respond to it no matter what the case is. But that's it for this video. Cheers, y'all. We'll see you later.